Alrighty then, let's get this underway. Let's get this underway. Good. Sirs and sirettes. Hello everyone. Greetings. Oops. Oh. Just pull that up. Hello, it's me, Proxy. Or Alex. I'm here with ep11 MTG. I'm gonna be playing Commander, so sit down, strap in. We'll be doing this for a little bit. Just a little bit. Just yeah, let's watch now. Just a tiny tad. We'll be doing 1 or 2 matches, a few games, nothing more. It's the Road to 100 Win Series. We're currently 11-5, so we're doing real well. But I want way more than just 5. 5 losses. No, I want way more than just 11 wins. By the way, everyone, if you would kindly check out all the links under my face, that'd be wonderful. As way more. I said all these things, and it turns out my transition did not work like I wanted to. All right, bam. Does that? Think we should be on screen now? Hello, greetings. I'm having an ad show up on my phone, so I can't directly check the stream at the moment, as I'm supporting Twitch apparently. Let's see. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Control. Let's turn that off. Go back to alrighty then. Wow, it's still doing this ad thing. It's just loading this one ad. That is wonderful. I didn't need to check the stream or anything like that. I didn't need to do any of that stuff. Nah. I just gosh, some things sometimes. But if you kindly check out It Resolves and all the links under my face, you can find it. Find us. Oh my gosh. The train wreck that's happening right now. Switch the things. Is it switched? Hello. 11 wins, 5 losses. It's starting out of a bit of a thing. We're gonna host a new match. We're going to leave this event. We're going to leave the match. We're going to go to players. We're going to go to free-for-all. We're going to host a new match. And now we're hosting. Finally, it took us there. But we're going to be playing Commander. So strap in. We're going to be here for a little bit. Commander games tend to take a while. But if you kindly check out It Resolves, all the links under my face. You can find us on YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, Patreon, Twitter, Facebook, even Gmail, SoundCloud, and podcast app. All of those things. It's very exciting. I'm shuffling my actual Commander deck, one of the ones that I own in real life, just because it's something I could do. But we almost have enough to start. But I thought we'd talk about Commander 2017, because, well, am I so hyped for 2017. You want to do it? Would you like to play first? Yes, I would love to play first. I would love to. So we're gonna Scarab God, Brago, and Krenko. So Krenko is the one that we need to fear, because Krenko can just win the turn post playing Krenko. This hand's not that great. We're sort of hitching on drawing a land, but if we do draw that land, we're in a pretty good position. But since that's not a guarantee, we're just going to mulligan. This hand's much riskier, way riskier, because we're also just set on drawing a singular land. But we're going to keep, and this may be our first loss in a while. But The decks we're going against, Scarab God, it's pretty dangerous. Brago, pretty dangerous. Krenko, pretty dangerous. And we got the luck of the draw, got the force, got the done, we're done. But Commander 2017, it looks so good. God, it just looks wonderful. As someone who just loves playing Commander, as it is my favorite format. Yeah, we'll just tap this. We're done. Yeah, we're done. We're done. The ability of Eminence, I feel, with maybe the exception of like a few abilities, like Storm maybe, maybe the most powerful mechanic ever put into Commander. Now, why do you say that? Well, a lot of people don't like Aloro. I say a lot of people. I love Aloro. I love playing against Aloro decks, mostly. It's because they're very easy to beat. For me, at least. A lot of people overvalue the power of Aloro. And with that being said, you may be thinking, then, well, Alex, why don't you value Eminence as much as Alora's ability? Well, it's because Alora's ability doesn't do anything. Over the long course of the game, it gains you life. What is that actually doing for the board state? Is it advancing your board state? No. Getting life doesn't advance your board state in any way. If you have 1,000,000 life and everyone else has 40 life, and you have 0 lands and everyone else has 10 lands, you're still losing. You may have 1,000,000 life, but you're still losing. So what do I mean by life doesn't do anything for you? Because life gain wins you games. Will. But it doesn't. So in Commander, the reason you have 40 life is not because, like, you need it. Like, the game could start, everyone could start at 20 life and probably be nearly the same, except for the Voltron decks. Voltron decks would just, they wouldn't even do that much better. Voltron decks would not do that much better if everyone started 20 life, or 50 life, or 100 life. It doesn't matter. Mother of Runes, that's really not good. I haven't been commentating on the play-by-plays because no one's really been doing anything these first few turns. Scarab God played a pyramid. Rick you control a first strike. Oh, that's not great. For us, that's a good lord. First strike's a really powerful ability, keyword or whatever. But while I don't value life gain all that much, I do value the Eminence abilities greatly. So the Eminence abilities give you tangible board presence and value just by them existing. So let's go through them. Let's just go through them. Let's go from the most, what I consider the most impactful to the least impactful. And I'm not talking about the commanders right out of the box. Right out of the box, these will be different, but I'm talking about the full potential of the commanders. So for the Commander 2017 decks, they're tribal based. The tribes are cats, vampires, wizards, and dragons. The dragon is 5 color. The cat is 2 color, Celestia, and the other 2 are tricolors, with Mardu being the vampires and Grixis being the wizards. Now you see, all of them have an Eminence ability that does something different. The cat one gives a +3/+3 to a cat on combat. The dragon one gives a 1 mana discount on all your dragons. That's what it does. The the vampire one, whenever you cast a vampire spell, you put a 1/1 vampire into the field. You just put one onto the field. And then the wizard one, which is whenever you play a wizard, you may pay 1. If you do, you put a copy of that wizard onto the field, but you exile it at the end step. I remember, because it's a complicated set of abilities. This is not good. So next turn you can play Krenko and pump out minimum 2 goblins. Minimum. This thing has all the keywords. All of them. Shroud, first strike, haste, Jesus. Ooh, I buzzed. Ooh, I buzzed. Ooh. Oh. I buzzed. I'm assuming he's going to swing either at me or the guy who's not open. Sellers declare tax. I'm waiting for a seller to declare tax. Alright. So, in order, I feel like the commander eminence abilities goes like this. In order of potential power. It goes a Robo, who is the cat tribal one. +3/+3 is relevant. But giant growthing a cat on combat is worth a mana. Maybe worth less than that, actually, because it specifically only gets cats. So it's only worth a mana. Alright. Then you have the next one, which I believe... Alright, attack the guy with no creature. Exactly. No. Great decision. Alright, so we're going to play a forest. Then post-forest, we're going to play Omnis Dinav. Yeah, I tapped them all, but you don't actually need to tap them all. We're going to close the chat log. We don't actually need the chat log for any of this. We were going to play the Omnath. Omnath is going to be the biggest thing on board for full rotation. It's going to stay the biggest thing on board. Probably. But we're done. So there's a lot of stuff we could do. And if we draw Yeva or Vidalcan or Rary, my bad, if we draw Yeva, we know what we're doing. Some people may be like, oh, why didn't you play Seedborn? Because Seedborn would immediately get hated and I don't do anything for the full rotation. I don't save any mana. I'm just basically playing a Seedborn to do nothing. And so I'm playing a 2/4 for 5. That's not good. Okay, but back to the Commander 2017 stuff. Alright, Eminence abilities. The next Eminence ability that I believe is the third most powerful, or the second weakest, since I believe the cat tribal one is the weakest one, is actually the vampire one. Now, hear me out here, everyone. Hear me out. Because I know people are going like, you're insane. You're insane. I know that. People are saying that. Now, when I say this, I want to note, I believe all of the Eminence abilities are stronger than a Loro's ability. And people consider a Loro tier 1 or tier 2. I just want to point that out there. I believe all of the Eminence abilities are better. So our opponent's playing Ashling the Pilgrim. Reverse. That's a pretty good one. That's pretty good. I like that. I like Ashling. I like that Ashling. The vampire one says whenever you cast a vampire spell, you make a 1/1 vampire. Now that's certainly very powerful. That's much better than the cat one, in fact. Why is that better than the cat one? Well, a 1/1 is typically worth, in Magic, 0 mana. I'm serious. You can find 1/1s for 0 mana in Magic. They're typically colorless, and they typically are artifacts, and they typically don't have anything going on with them. So it being a vampire boosts the usefulness up by a great deal, in fact. So you're essentially getting like half a mana of card. The saviors, yeah, we don't want to do it on the saviors and stuff. You're essentially getting half a mana of a card per vampire cast. So that means all you need to do is cast 2 vampires for it to be equal-ish to a Robo's Eminence ability. It's for it to be equal-ish to a Robo's ability. So he's equipping the Greaves. That's very troublesome. This is troublesome so far. Uh-oh. Swords to Plowshares. So the Savior is a control player, but he's a control player who may or may not actually matter to us, because he made the incorrect decision of removing the Krenko instead of our Omnath. Our Omnath is a much, much bigger threat than Krenko. And especially even at the moment. Putting out 2 tokens is not as bad as me just having 2 more mana. Me just having 2 more mana is so much more relevant. So, while it is difficult to get the to cast 2 or more vampire spells a turn in order to just equal that guy. For the vampire deck to equal the cat travel deck, the difference in this case is simply, maybe we play the archetype of endurance. Let's say we play the archetype of endurance. He didn't counter Kranko. Would he have? Yes. Yes, he would have. Because a counter is less flexible than Swords to Plowshares. Playing the archetype of endurance. Let's look at this. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, no matter what, he's probably not doing combat damage to me. I could play the Archetype of Endurance. There's a lot of things I could do. But I'm going to play Wild Pair. Instead, I'm going to play Wild Pair. Wild Pair will let me do a lot of silly things. Even if it'll let me do some silly things without drawing too much attention to myself. Let's see. If I draw something with 8 stats, I can play Yeva next turn. For anyone of you who don't know, I will get back to the Commander 2017 stuff. I will. The Wild Pair. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield, if you cast it... Whenever a creature enters the battlefield, if you cast it from your hand, you may search your library for a creature card with the same total power and toughness and put it on the battlefield. If you do, I shuffle my library. So if you mash the stats together... Okay, for example... Sakiko has 6 total stats. She has 3 power, 3 toughness. Seedborn has 6 total stats. She has 2 power and 4 toughness. If I played Sakiko and Seedborn was in the deck, I could go grab Seedborn. Simple as that. Rinse, repeat. This looks really good and doesn't actually draw as much hate because it's a very clunky enchantment. Tamio's Journal, not that bad for us. I can't imagine a counterspell coming out for this. I can't imagine that. Like at all. If he attacks me, I block with Farming Elf. Simple as that. Simple as that. So, why is the vampire ability so much better than the cat? And we won, guys. We won. We won, everyone. We did it. We did it. We won the game. Because the control player, also known as the only player that could deal with us, has conceded. So, we have officially won the game. Well, he's a Scarab good and then a control player. He has 3 cards in hand. He played a tutor card. And his first play was an Ashling the Pilgrim, which is a subpar card in itself. We've probably won this game. That's 12 wins, probably. So, again, back to the vampire thing. Here's why it's better. In Vampire Tribal, all you need to do is cast stuff. For the cat one, you need to have a cat on the field. And that's not always going to happen. Of course, you're not always going to be able to cast vampires. But your vampires they'll stick. For one, that's the first big one. They'll stick. They don't just Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. So the Arobo ability or the cat travel ability gives a +3/+3 for the turn. Anything that ends at the end of turn will be inherently weaker than a permanent effect. It just will be. That's just how it works. It'll be inherently weaker. It just will not be as strong. All right. What do I do here? I can't do all the things I want to do. I can play this land. So the land's played. 7 mana. We're gonna play a not threatening card. My bad. Sekiko is fairly threatening. I won't lie about that. Sekiko is a very threatening card. But it doesn't do the same, like, oh shoop factor as Seedborn. Yes, I'm gonna use Wild Pear's ability. To go get... Oh wow, I only have 2 targets in here? Huh. Or we'll get Champion Aronis. Champion Aronis just needs to attack, and then boom, we have things. Oh, I know what I can do. That's cheeky. That's cute. I'll do that, sure. Since I believe that we've won, I'm going to go for broke, basically. Yeah, I'm gonna go for broke. Tap, tap, tap. Begin combat. No one has any responses. We're gonna attack Venoxus. We're going to hit Venoxus. Probably. We're probably gonna hit Venoxus. Five guards, one purpose. That's very true. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna attack and we're gonna get 4 mana. With that 4 mana, we're gonna use 4 of it and the 1 that we've already used. Sure, attack me, even though the biggest threat here, honestly, is Krinko. Looks of mana. Yeah, man. I know I'm the biggest threat here. I know I'm the biggest threat here. I'm winning the game, probably. So, like, duh? Also, the Krinko player, like, I don't care about the Krinko player. I don't care about it. Dragons. Yeah, it's not gonna have any of that stuff. And then I gain 4 mana. Does not empty. Ever. We're gonna go to main 2. Alright. So we're gonna play Seedborn. We're going to use all that and 1 of that. We're gonna play it. Wild Pair is gonna trigger from said Seedborn. We're going to use it. Do I want to use Wild Pair's effect? Yes, I do. I would love to use Wild Pair's effect. Yes, I would. We'll get the Null Mage Shepherd, and we'll use the Null Mage Shepherd effect to shoot that. 1, 2, 3, 4. If he quits and becomes like a cry baby, he becomes a cry baby. That's what he does. And then we're done. Then we're finished. We're going to untap all of our stuff. We're going to be in such a good position. Yeah. Just putting a brick counter on it. I wonder if he thinks the game will go on longer than 1 more turn. I don't know if he thinks it will. I don't know if he doesn't. He's gonna play Gilded Lotus. Okay. He plays Gilded Lotus. We may or may not win on our next turn. I don't know. It's possible. Given our board is kind of insane. Begin combat. Begin attack. What are you gonna attack? Me? It's not like you're gonna get through or anything. I do things on end step. I got float mana. Gotta destroy a lightning greaves. I gotta destroy a lightning greaves. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna float all this mana. We're gonna use this. We're gonna target this. We're gonna do 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're gonna destroy that lightning greaves. I don't want them to be able to even use. Oh, I did this in response to stuff happening. Whoops, whatever. He has to pay 1 for it. Pay your 1, dude. Good muse. It is a good muse. It's a really good... Yeah, Seedborn Muse is really good, if you didn't know. For those who don't know, Seedborn Muse, good card. Agreed. Honest... Doesn't actually matter, like... I'm probably going to destroy a thing. I've probably won this game. It's very unlikely that I'll lose due to the Brago player leaving. Goblin Assassin. When Goblin Assassin or another Goblin enters battle, each player flips a coin. Each player, each coin comes up tails, sacrifices a creature. Wow. We're gonna activate this Null Mage Shepherd, and we're gonna shoot that, and then we're gonna tap 1, 2, 3, 4 permanents. 3, 4. He's gonna play the Goblin Assassin. Oh, it hit the field. Let's see. Let's see if I have to sack a creature. I don't know. Ah, Venoxus has to. Nerd. Let's see, did I win my tail flip? Hey! I won. I won my tail flip. I don't have to sacrifice anything. The Scarab God player has to sacrifice a creature. So everyone just don't... Maybe expect the Scarab God player to concede right now. I would not be surprised. It is MTGO after all. Alright. So, why is the... So if the Vampire deck, a persistent effect that stays on the board for turn after turn is just better. It just is. It is just a better effect. Alright, let's see. Can we do this? Probably. Let's try it though. Nah, just... we'll just... Maybe we could just kill a man outright. So let's see, we could just kill this man outright and set up our board in a way that just can't lose. I'm not opposed to that actually. But we also could just... Yeah, we'll just do this instead. We don't know what we could get. We could get all manner of things. Regal Force is good enough. None of these actually matter. None of those actually matter. Alright, so Regal Force. We're gonna cancel that. We're gonna go okay. We're gonna attack Venoxus. Okay. We're gonna hit okay. If the Venoxus player concedes right now, he concedes. Yep, he conceded. Oh my god, I got the mana anyway? Okay. I'm okay with that. Alright. So first, we're gonna start off by playing this card. And sure, we'll trigger the Wild Pair. Fierce Empath. He is just... He's just butthurt. Yes, use the ability of Fierce Empath. And we're going to go get ourselves... We're going to get a Soul of the Harvest. We're going to play Soul of the Harvest. Don't have one. I just don't own it. I just don't own a Crater Hoof. But it is GG. It is GG. I won't sugarcoat it. The game's over. The game's real over. Yes, use Wild Pair's ability. It doesn't hit anything. That's wonderful. Yeah, use that ability. You'll draw a card. Yeah, I won! Hey, everybody! Hey, I won! Hey! Alright, back to the play lobby. Alright. Alright, everyone. We got another we got a win under our belts. That wasn't too terribly long, so we're just gonna do another match. Just gonna host another one. Just gonna host ourselves another match. Just gonna do that. We're hosting. All right. So what I was talking about earlier about the Convention 2017 precons, not the precons, just the decks. So in order of what I think the Eminence abilities are powered, I believe a Robo's Eminence ability, which is the Cat Tribal one, is the weakest because a non-persistent effect is not very strong. Then I believe that the Vampire Tribal one is the second most powerful, since it gives you a persistent effect that lasts you turn after turn, with the 1/1 vampires after you cast a spell. Then the third most powerful, the second most powerful, I believe, is the Ur-Dragon's Eminence ability. Now, why do you say that? But all it does is reduce the cost of dragon spells by 1. Well, yes, but I believe that I mentioned that the combat trigger is worth less than 1 mana from a Robo, and that the Vampire 1/1 token is approximately worth half of a mana. So 2 of them would equal you 1 mana, but it's a persistent effect, therefore making it better. Therefore, if it's less than 1 mana per spell equals better than the Vampire ability, literally the Dragon ability says you save a mana per spell. Since you save a mana per spell of the dragons, your dragons can come out quicker, and dragons coming out even 1 turn quicker is way too scary. There are some dragons that are just horrendously terrifying on their own, and for them to come out even 1 turn earlier is bonkers. It's just bonkers. We can take simple ones like Savage Ventmaw. Savage Ventmaw coming out on turn 6 is bad. Like for whoever is going against, because Savage Ventmaw, when it attacks, you make a bunch of mana, which basically makes it pay for itself. And that's just on the first deck. It does that every time it attacks. It coming down 1 turn earlier and being able to get that huge buff on the turn you're supposed to play the Ventmaw will probably let you just cheat out an Ur-Dragon on turn 6. And the Ur-Dragon's effect is crazy. So just saving that 1 mana on all of your spells is just incredibly powerful. It's just so insanely powerful. Just the ability to up your tempo and up your turn progression 1 turn earlier is not only insane, but for it to do it to all of your dragon spells means that there are some turns you'll save 2 mana. There are some turns you'll save maybe even 3 mana. You'll probably never save more than 3 mana on a turn, because I find it hard, very hard pressed for you to be able to play 3+ dragon spells in a turn. But still. Like, it's easy to play, like, a few cats a turn, because cats are sometimes small. It's easy to play a few vampires, because some vampires are, like, 2 mana, 3 mana. But dragons are usually in the minimum of 4 mana. And they're big as fudge, man. They're real big. They're big, stompy, terrifying people. They're just the biggest. But, on the other hand... So, obviously, with Process of Elimination, you may have figured out what I believe is the most powerful Eminence ability, and that is the Wizard one. Now, this may seem strange to you. So, on the other 3 Eminence abilities, you just get a free effect. You don't have to do anything. It's just a free effect. There's nothing involved in it. You just get something for free. And since you get that thing for free, it's perceived as better. But here's the difference. Dragons are not centric around combo. Cats are not centric around combo. And vampires are also not centric around combo. Wizards are. That's the difference. Getting another choice wizard... This is a bad hand. I gotta mulligan it because it's just not... Oh my god, that hand is so much better. This hand's like a lot better, actually. Like, it's a lot better. So, with the ability to just poop out another wizard... Okay, let's take it simply. Let's take it very simply. So you play her. You play Archmage Irella, or whatever her name is. And she's in your command zone. Let's say you play a simple wizard that plenty of people use. Seagate Oracle. I believe it's even in the deck. You play Seagate Oracle, you copy it. You get 2 Seagate Oracle triggers. Seagate Oracle's trigger is probably worth less than a mana. So that's probably not doing great. And you're like, okay, that's cute value, but it's nothing too crazy. Alright, so let's do something crazier. Venser. Getting another Venser trigger? Alright, that's definitely worth more than a mana. Capsize is worth 3. I'm sure you have to sack it at the end of the turn, but you're going to have to sack the Venser immediately anyway. You're going to have to sack the token immediately. You still get the trigger, though. That's crazy. 1 mana for that trigger? That's crazy. Alright. Let's do like a crazy big wizard. Arcanus. The token gets haste, I believe. So, you play Arcanus, you copy Arcanus, you draw 3. So you just Ancestral Recall for 1. My apologies, everyone. Just a small interruption. Probably should turn these over. Alright. So, again, drawing 3 cards is worth more than 1 mana. And since you can only do it for like 1 colorless, it's just the wizard's combo potential is so high that getting another choice wizard when all of them are choice wizards pretty much is it's a little insane. It's just a little insane. It's just a tad insane. Not really, but there are a lot of elves. It is not, my deck is not your typical elf ball, if that's what you're thinking. Alright, so again, that is the order of power I believe exists in the Eminence abilities. with the cat one being the weakest and the wizard one being the strongest. The cat one because it's not a persistent effect, and there is no way to combo that out really. And the wizard one because the combo potential is just incredibly high with that one. It's just so insanely high. What do we mean by combo potential, you may be asking? Well, there's a lot of viable strategies in the Commander. There's Voltron, there's combo, there's stacks, there's grind, there's dozens of things you can do in Commander to sort of rest your board state and sort of win the game. A very popular and a very effective one is combo. You'll see combo decks typically win things in Commander, as combo is just very, very easy to build, not to execute all the time. Some combos are very complicated, and there's a lot of hoops you have to jump through. And sometimes there's a lot of hoops you have to jump through. But with the simplicity of the wizard ability, it's just... And the only argument that I feel like could really be made is the opposite of the dragon ability. You're hitting your drops one turn later than you normally would, is all. This is quite... I have to think this one over a little bit. So if I play Priest of Titania, on the next turn I'll have 5 mana from Elvish Mystic and the Elves, assuming she dies. But if she doesn't, I can straight up murder a dude. Okay, sure. I'll go with it. I'll go with it because I can straight up murder a guy. Provided she lives, I can straight up murder someone on my turn. How can you straight up murder someone? I can make infinite mana with Umbral Mantle and make Priest of Titania really big. Oh, I can kill 3 people. Okay, so here's how I think it'll happen. Assuming they don't have any blockers, I just win on my next turn, presuming Priest of Titania stays on field. Oh, by the way, how does it actually work? She makes 3 mana. This takes 3 mana on tap. Takes 0 to equip, which means you can infinitely skip +2/+2. That's that. If I can fit her on the battle, if I can somehow manage to fit her on the battlefield the same time as the Masked Admirers, I may be able to just win. But that requires 10 mana. And I won't have it. I won't have 10 mana to play with. I just won't. Cryptolith, right. Alright, so that's a dead player. You may have been thinking like how I was able to... Oh, if I get a 1-drop elf, I kill everyone at the table. If I get a 1 or 2-drop elf, I believe I kill everyone at the table. Provided they don't have a blocker. Okay, here's how I kill everyone at the table for that. They don't have a blocker. If I have 1 more elf, she taps for 4 mana. If she taps for 4 mana, then I net 1 mana with the Umbral Mantle tap on tap process. With that, I can equip, because I'll be gaining excess mana, I can then equip it to an Elvish Mystic and boost it to the right size. And do the same with the Wirewood Herald. With all 3 of them being big enough, I can swing out and kill players. Simple as that. Simple as that. With this current setup, it looks like I'm going to murder Marath player. But Tiger could also be a choice. It's really whoever I feel is the most threatening. But someone's dying on my turn provided Priest lives. Provided Priest lives, someone's dying on my turn. I'm sorry, let me just check this one more time. So, I tap her for... So I have 4 lands. I use the 4 lands to play the Masked Admirers. I draw a card. I can tap this for 5. I can play and equip. Nah, I'm 1 mana short. If I draw a 3 or less cost elf, I kill whoever does not have a blocker. That's what I do. That won't do it. That won't precisely do it. Yeah, I go sneaky here. We're gonna go a little sneaky just because we will get super hated. Super hated. If we just sort of don't do anything. We'll just cast Omnath. Okay. So, provided we make it to our next turn, we win. I think. Provided we make it to our next turn, yeah, we win. We just win. If we make it to our next turn with the board that we have, we can get infinite mana and give everything trample and make them all infinitely sized and just sort of run over everyone. Cultivate's really good for us. Cultivate's good for us. Him playing a land and then playing Zhao. Zhihao, the one-eyed. That'll be pretty good. The next turn happening, the Sigarda player just playing Sigarda. That'd also be really good for us. So let's see it. Let's do this. Let's do this thing. So we're worried about a board wipe. That's what we're mainly worried about. The board wipes that a mono black deck could be running that we should be worried about right now is Toxic Deluge and Damnation. Those are the 2 that we need to be really worried about. He has tap 3. That's a Toxic Deluge mana. He wouldn't need a Toxic Deluge for a bunch. Damnation. Does not hurt us that badly. Does not hurt us that badly. Yeah, we'll get something off of the Wirewood Herald. We'll hit yes. We could have avoided that by just killing the player, but again, may or may not have been the best thing to do at the time. So we want something that would let us win on our turn. Is there something like that in this deck? Start off with... We just get the Archdruid. But let's get the Oracle of Moldiah. Just to get the Oracle of Moldiah out. Yeah, of course. Can't do anything. So now we may not win. We may actually lose on the next turn to the Marath player, because Marath typically plays combo. Because Marath is a combo-centric commander because it has a bunch of abilities it can use. Oh my god, he has 6 to... Wait, what? It wasn't cast from the graveyard. What does he have? 10? It's twice that many of those tokens. Oh, my bad. I thought another percentage was a really bad Parallel Lives. I honestly thought it was just a really bad Parallel Lives. I thought it was still good because like getting another token is really relevant. But because the board was wiped, I presumed the this player to go after this player. Hey, so we're gonna play this. We're gonna follow it up by playing the Oracle. Okay. We're gonna hit no. We're gonna get an Oracle on another field. We're gonna get a Cage Sound. We're gonna play the Finhorn Elves. We're gonna hit OK, and we're gonna hit no. Then we're gonna pass. So we don't just win anymore. We don't just win. Cage Sound and external probably take up all of our mana, which kind of sucks. Because we can't play Wild Heart Invoker because Wild Heart Invoker is scary and will get killed or hated. Again, avoiding hate is a big thing in Commander. Most people don't value it. It is very valuable not getting hate. That's why you see hug decks do well, typically. Okay. Alright, so it's the Morath player's turn. Let's see what they're gonna do. It's getting a little hot in my room. Gyre Sage, that is weird, but I suppose it makes sense. Morath, alright. Alright. Let's see. Tiger. Now we should be worried about another board wipe would suck for us. It would suck worse for the caption dude. It would suck way worse for him. Just gonna read the bones. Scry 2, draw 2. It also says, that's all it says really. The lose 2 life will never come into play. It will never come into play. Just taking in his turn. So he played a bunch of nothing, really. A bunch of nothing. Because yeah, he just did a lot of nothing, really. What do you get with those Cabal Coffers? So he has the ability to wipe the board on his next turn, which may lock us out of the game, actually. It may lock us out of the game. But since he has that ability to get the Zhao Dun, the One-Eyed, and play Damnation, I presume other people will see it and will go after him. If not, they're dumb. Again, them coming at me makes no sense. Them coming at no one makes less sense. What? Huh? Sure. Okay. Just don't play things. Huh. I really shouldn't have I've made a mistake. I really shouldn't have predicted board wipes from either of these people. And I should have just killed him outright when I could. Tiger's probably like dumbfounded that he wasn't hit for 10. I mean, I'm dumbfounded that he wasn't hit for 10. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know why he was not hit for 10. Because he will board wipe on his turn. It's not like he's not going to. I'll call green. Because, like, why wouldn't I call green? Then, of course, attack Tiger. Like, why wouldn't you attack Tiger? He has his board wipes available. Like, I don't know why you wouldn't attack him. But Tiger's probably going to win on his turn. Because we're not giving enough pressure on him, and because he tutored for the ball coffers and has a shoop ton of mana, I can't imagine him not winning on his turn. Or we're winning this because he's too bad of a player to know that that's not a good play. So either way, the game's going to end soon, I presume. I presume it'll end soon. That's why Tiger's taking up so much time. So the top of my deck was 3 basics at least. I know that I have at least one more to go through, which is good. That means we'll be able to hit a land drop, and it means that we'll be able to play Wild Pair into Wild Heart Invoker, into getting back the Masked Admirers. I'm thinking to see if there's anything I can do. There's a lot of things I can do, actually. Let's see. Presuming my board lives, which it won't. It won't. It won't live. Anyone who thinks their board will live through this turn, through Tiger's turn, is wrong. Granted, the Marath player could just win right now. That is very possible. It's very easy to go infinite with Marath. Let's see. What would he have to do? He'd have to play... Well, he has access to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. So he also plays Ashnod's Altar, Parallel Lives, and he wins. And that's 7 mana. Let's think bigger. You could play Ashnod's Altar, Doubling Season. That's 8 mana. He could play Phyrexian Altar. Green Sun for what? For 4. You could go get Ivy Lane Denizen. That's my guess of what he's getting. The Ivy Lane Denizen. Did he get Oracle of Moldiah? He got his own Oracle of Moldiah. Okay. So yeah, these boards aren't going to last. So I don't know why he did that. Oh, okay, because he's going to shuffle and he's hoping to get basics. Okay. Again, the boards aren't going to last. They won't. But since I will get a land on my next turn, that means I'll have access to 16 mana, which means I can play Wild Pair, Wild Heart Invoker, and then pay the 2 to get the Masked Admirers back, and then have 4 mana open for Kamal. Why that matters is Kamal has a anti-board wipe ability, because you can pay 1 green and turn target land into a 1/1 critter. Getting lands into critters, it's really good against board wipes. It's really good. It's really, really good. It's really good. Very powerful. But yeah, the board's not living. The board's not lasting this turn. It's getting wiped. it's either getting wiped or Tiger is doing a setup turn, and if Tiger's doing a setup turn, he's straight screwed. He's just real screwed. He's doing a setup turn. But since he's probably not, he probably lost. He's going to make 5 mana. Cool. He's going to use Thespian Stage to copy Cabal Coffers. Have 2 Cabal Coffers. He's going to use the Candelabra of Tawnos to untap all of his lands and make a bunch of mana. Yep. There's a lot of stuff he can do. In fact, he may be able to play Jin Zhao, get Damnation, play Jin Zhao, and get the other thing. He may be able to just do both. He'll be able to play his commander twice. It's really crappy. Ah, no, you can't. He has 8 mana available. That's not as much as I thought he'd have, actually. I thought he'd have way more. But okay. This isn't awful. This isn't the worst. You can play Jin Zhao. Crack, Damnation. Yeah. Jin Zhao. Targeting Damnation? Wow, it's like I predicted it. Yeah, like, duh. Not sure what everyone else thought was going to happen. That was a very duh moment. Temple of Plenty. Alright. Nah, we may have won already. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, because, you know, what is he gonna do if he tries to board wipe me? He'll board wipe me, and then I'll just remove his lands. Upkeep, draw, play this. Oh no, he gets buffed. That's not what I wanted. Alright, so we go get... This changes everything, folks. We go get Green Warden of Barasa. Choose target card in the grave. We're gonna go get Masked Admirers. We're gonna hit OK. Hit yes. We're gonna play the Masked Admirers. We're gonna wild pair first because we don't want to draw Kamal. and we're gonna get Kamal. Then that'll trigger and draw us a card. Okay. We're good. We don't have as much board wipe protection as I would like, but we have it. So, it's good enough. It's good enough for now. Wrath. Marath doesn't have a commander tax. For all of you who don't know, Marath is one of the commanders that doesn't have a commander tax because it just comes in with the amount of counters that you paid to cast it. Meaning it has no commander tax. If he tries to board wipe us, we turn his Cabal coffers into lands. That's what we do. Okay, it's got mana. It's got 5. Okay. He's gonna have a lot of mana this turn. He's going to have an absurd amount of mana. The crappy thing is that he has to answer a board, otherwise he dies. But it doesn't. But that's kind of fine because we're going to Sculpting Steel. What is he going to Sculpting Steel? Probably our Cage Sun. No, probably this thing. Or Cage Sun. That's fine. Falling black, I assume. If he just does this to ramp a bunch, we'll kill him. Simple as that. Candelabra of Thanos. To untap 2 target lands. Wow. These are making the same amount of mana as swamps, by the way. Because they tap for 5, but they require 2. And currently the swamps tap for 3. So, if he plays Zhao Dun, stacks Zhao Dun, gets Damnation, plays Damnation, that's fine. So again, we'll just get rid of his Cabal coffers. Get rid of both. Same if he plays any other board. We will just very simply, you board wipe, you lose your coffers. Yeah, we're just gonna target both of his coffers and get rid of those. We get the Priest of Titania back from the grave, by the way. Oh no, we get the Oracle of Moldiah, so we can go fetch Seedborn Muse. Then the wipe happens. We'll go get the. Actually, we'll go get good old Kamel Fistic Corrosa. You're having we aren't having this like you're gonna board wipe turn after turn thing. Ain't happening. You prevent me from making tokens, so yes. Tiger, you are the enemy of the board. You are dying first. I already knows he's the enemy. I don't need to tell him. Kukusho? Oh no. I'm gonna play Gravenborn Muse next to us for one. Lose a tiny bit of life. Uh-oh. Alright. So he Damnation. Champion of Lampholes coming out. From the Sagrada player. Silverblade Paladin. My plan is to remove everything from his board. Yeah, we're done with board wipes on my next turn. So I'm going to play Kamal, go get Deadwood Treefolk, get my Oracle of Moldiah back, play the Oracle of Moldiah, get Seedborn. Then I won't have any matchables. Okay. Okay. Uh-oh. I'm gonna play a forest. I'm gonna play Kamal. And okay. No. Play Kamal. Kamal hits field, 9 stats, get Deadwood Treefolk. Again, you are the enemy of the board. I'm gonna go get Deadwood Treefolk. Nope.
Place down a tree folk on stack. Select target. I will select. You could select the Wirewood Herald or the Wild Heart Invoker. But we're gonna grab the Oracle of Moldiah. We're gonna play. We're gonna activate Windows apparently. Pay. Yeah, we'll pay that too. Wild Bear Trigger. Yes. So we could get the Null Mage Shepherd. Whenever you cast it from your hand. Then we will play the Mass Admirers, do that, hit OK, waiting for Tiger. Use Wild Bear's ability? Yes. We'll get Plowing Cerebropard. And we'll draw the Dosen. Play the Force from the top. You can play the Dosen. Oh, I'm not letting him have a board anymore. I will use Wild Pair's ability. And I will go get the Null Mage Shepherd. I will then use the Null Mage Shepherd effect. 1, 2, 3, 4. I will then use the Null Mage Shepherd effect. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. And we may have won, but we may have not have. So who knows? Guys. Now I am the enemy of the board. With you, at least. Alright. And now I'm the enemy of the board. I am finally the enemy of the board now. Marath will be played. Chromatic land will be played.
He has access to plenty of mana, that is for sure. But he does not have access to the mana in order to play Zhao Dun. Yeah, he has 12. He has 12, he can do it. He doesn't, he has 6. If he drew a land, he could do it. And he can do it, if he wants. If he so wishes. But no one will have any lands other than me, of course. I need neg ability, I just pump. Alright. It's 5 mana, you need more than that. I have 20, so let's count. 6, 7. So 7. We can't do both. I win. Yay! I probably won because I really doubt that anyone can do anything against me. Now, at least. It's 9. Decree of Pain. If he high rolled draw the Decree of Pain, that's amazing. Show done. Wow. Well, it's Null Mage Shepherd. Blow this up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's blow that up. I'll just kill it. You can play Zhao Dun though, that's fine. Playing Zhao Dun? Sure. 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 Resolves. Sure. Hit OK. Do I win? Because Captain only has so many. Your turn's Damnation. Wow. Casting Damnation wins me the game, for those of you who don't know, because Armageddon says win the game on it. That's what it says on it. Armageddon does actually say win the game on it. Yeah, we'll get rid of the boots. We'll blow them up. We'll kill the boots. Kill them. Kill the boots. It's true. Well, it won't live very long. None of you will be living very long. I'm not sure if you noticed. I have a lot of creatures and a bunch of mana. Wrath of God. Wrath of God. Wrath of God. Exile all creatures. Wins me the game. Wrath of God. Wins me the game. There's a lot of things that just sort of win me the game. I'll let him have it. I'll let him have it. Doesn't matter. Creatures with power less than champion can't block. Creatures you control. Yeah, sure, that's fine. He ends 22. Sure. Hit me for 22, big guy. That's fine. Oh, that's double strike. Oh, that's cute. I lost.
because of a mistake I made. Or did I? Let's see. Probably. This hits me. I die. I made a mistake. It happens. I can do tricks to block. And yeah. Vanishing. GG, guys. Alright. So, we play Wildwood Lodge. We activate this. And then we do it again. And we'll just tap all of it. Because we're just doing it. It's not like they can do anything. All right. I mean, yeah, that's fine. Tiger. Oh, okay. And we won another one, guys. We did it. We victoried. We victoried. Simple as that. It's not. I mean, let's see. Is this as many tokens as the ES tokens? 5. Yeah, it's as many as ES tokens plus 2. Wrath would have won me the game, cause I would kill all the lands. And we got another one. We got another one, folks. We got another win. That is 13 wins, 5 losses. Suck it, Will. Yeah, but I have to go do some things. I have to do a few chores. I have to send some papers. I have to fax some things. Thank you very much for sticking around, chilling out with me, and watching the stream. If you would kindly go check out It Resolves and all the links on my face. You can find us on Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, Patreon, SoundCloud, podcast app, Gmail, all those things. But without a further ado, goodbye, everyone. Have a wonderful day.